Hello. Hi, y'all. Let me know you can hear me. Hello, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me okay? I try to put my microphone close. Hey, how are you? It's always nice to just talk to people that you don't normally get the chance to speak with. We get so caught up in our days. Hey, hello, thank you. It's cold. Some of you in my hometown are experiencing a lot of snow, so I wanted to give you snowflakes in my PJs. So I'm glad you like them, Godmother. I know it has been a long time. So as usual, I like to give you guys a couple of minutes. I'm gonna set my lovely timer, turn down my ringer so that it doesn't bother you. At least I think that's what I'm gonna do. I cannot find my clock, which is odd. So let me say this. I think it was last week, right before the last podcast. I could not remember my passcode to my phone. Could not remember it, which means that I had to do a factory reset on my phone, which means that I lost a lot of contacts because I didn't sync up my phone right away. And like passwords to things that I kept on the phone that I couldn't get into the phone in order to access said passwords. So I was having a really hard time last week. So I think I put it on social media. Hey, Lion Sister. I put it on social media that if I already had your number, please send me a text message so that I can, because some of you I have, some of you I don't. Please send me a text message so I can say, hey, thank you. And identify yourself because we have contacts. I don't memorize numbers like I used to anymore. So I don't want to put who this. So just put your name and let me know that it's you so I can input you into my phone. And I'm really sad because I also lost text messages. And that made me sad because my friend that recently died, I had a slew of text messages that we exchanged back and forth, and I lost those. So that probably was the most difficult of that process where I literally lost my breath. Like, and I had pictures and all that, but just the exchanges that we had so I could just look back at them and smile. That was the first time since her passing or her transition that I actually felt sad. Like I lost those communications between us. So, but I'm gonna let it go. God has other plans. I still have her in my spirit and in my heart. So I gotta let it go. There's nothing else for me to do. Okay. So I hope all of you had a wonderful weekend. It is after the time, after the hour. I promised. I am going to do my timer now. Like I said I would. Hitting the start button. It's probably going to be really loud. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I hope all of you in my hometown are safe because I know you were just hit with a whole lot of snow. So I hope you all are okay and home and enjoying the warmness of your homes and looking out at the snow instead of having to be in it. As usual, I always ask that you first thank you for tuning in. You don't have to do that. People don't have to be nice. So thank you for tuning in weekly. I really do appreciate it. And as always, subscribe. I have a YouTube channel, A Tribe Called Goodman. So tell all your friends, forward, share, blah, 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 all that stuff that you're supposed to do on social media. My line sister just said you only got 14 inches. And see, I shouldn't laugh because, I live in the Midwest now. And so, we get we've been getting killed with snow, but also very, very cold weather. So whenever I see stuff like that, I always want to one up you and say, oh, well, today was a negative 20 degrees, but keep your snow. I'm trying not to be petty. Lenten season is coming up on the 6th. So I'm trying to get my life. This is 2 days, and I have to get my mind together for figure out what I'm going to do and what my family is going to do to be a little stronger in Christ. I keep telling you all this, and I said it before. Those of you who know me know that I am a Christian, Baptist to be specific. So that's what I do. No disrespect to those who do other things, but I'm going to practice Lenten season up until the 21st, which also duels as Big Son's birthday. His birthday is on Easter this year, as well as my mother. So, and a friend who is on right now. So her birthday, my son and my mother all share the same birthday. So it's always a lituation in my house. So this is what I want to talk about today. And I don't think I put it in the subject matter. I might have, who knows? I want to talk about identifying your gift. Not any gift. I mean, God's gift, the gift that God gave you specifically, not something that somebody else gave you. What God has intended for you and just you, right? And I want to start actually a little unorthodox. I want to ask that you say a prayer for a family friend of ours. I usually don't give names because I don't think that's fair. I have a vlog. They don't ask to be public. So I never quite do that unless they give me permission. I do have permission to talk a little bit about what's going on in their family, but I usually don't mention names unless it's about me and my people. But I will ask that you say a prayer for a family friend of ours. Actually, it's an entire family who is going through the illness of a family member. And so this family member is really he's really the nucleus of the family. And it is hard because he is very, very sick. And this family they mean everything to us. They were one of the first families we met when we moved here about 14 years ago. And there is a bunch of them. I mean, a bunch. So the ones that we know just about all the siblings, and there are 8 of them. So there are 8 siblings. And then they have children. And some of them are starting to have children. I'm just saying. There's a lot of them. And they all had to rush south to see this family member, someone they love very dearly. So I ask that you pray for him and know that God's will is already done, and that whatever that is, that they will have peace in what is coming in the future, whatever that is. But what's interesting about this family is that they all can sing. And I do mean all of them. All 8 children can sing. And I'm not talking about sing like, ooh. I'm not talking about that kind. I'm talking about the kind of singing that'll get you saved, that will give you salvation. That kind of singing is the kind of singing that they do, all of them, as well as their children. So it's generational talent, right? And what I thought was absolutely beautiful is they went home to sing to this family member, and they all sang for him. And they actually recorded it and put it on social media, and it was beautiful. The make you cry, beautiful. Just it's just beautiful, beautiful voices. But let me tell you how I found out they all could sing. So they invited us to a birthday party for one of their offspring. So a really good friend of ours, actually my virtual producer, it's his family. He has a set of twins, and they had a birthday party. And his twins, they have an older child, but their twins are in between the daughter and the baby in my family. So they invited us to the twins' birthday party. They have a boy and a girl. The girl from the back looks just like my daughter. Like if you see them from the back, you would think that they were the same child or that they were twins. That's how uncanny they look. And they wear their hair the same way. They wear glasses, chubby cheeks. They're just wonderful. They're so cute. And so we get invited to this birthday party. And I come from a place where my people say it's a privilege to be invited somewhere. You should not look at that as anything but that. It is a privilege. So we go to this birthday party, and it comes time, as a typical child's birthday party, to sing happy birthday, right? Just normal stuff, right? Happy birthday. So it's the majority of the siblings, their children, maybe some cousins, a few. And they sing happy birthday. When I tell you that they all had like 27-part harmony, I've never heard anything like that in my life. When they sang like they were the Sounds of Blackness. I'm not joking. Like all of them, just without any effort. They all knew exactly what part to do. I'm talking happy birthday. And I'm not talking about Stevie Wonder's happy birthday. No, not that one. The normal, standard, boring happy birthday to you. That one. 27-part harmony. They sounded like Richard Smallwood and his crew. Sounds of Blackness. Whatever choir you're thinking, that's how they sounded. All of them. So here's the funny part about that story. The husband and I, who are not singers, God gave me the gift of hum, not singing, humming. See how I did that? I hum. I'm a hummer. I told you they can get you salvation. They can get you saved. You know what the husband and I did? We lip synced. No, for real, we did. We Milli Vanilli'd happy birthday. Who does that? Because everybody around us, the Sounds of Blackness, was singing happy birthday. We didn't want to come in and keep W, like what, mess up the rendition of the happy birthday. This is what the husband and I did. That's what we did. True story. You can ask those of you who know me and you know this family, you can absolutely ask them. So now, whenever we're together, see, you can get us once. You're not going to get us again. Now we don't even sing. We don't even part our lips. We just listen. Can you imagine 27-part harmony? It was like there had to be at least 15 of them. Had to have been at least 15. Just 15. Look, the mama whose birthday, she didn't know that we lip synced. She didn't know. I just told her that we lip synced. That's what we did. While we watched the Sounds of Blackness, the Sounds of Milwaukee sing happy, 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 happy. All of them knew their part. So this is why, that's how we found out that the whole family could sing, the entire family, all of them. And so I started thinking about how to identify your gift. How do you know that what you do is special for you? How do you know that? Now, I've had the privilege of talking to young people. I've done like junior achievement, or I've done some mentoring. And I always try to tell them how to identify what your gift is. And this is what I believe. Now, this is the gospel according to Lisa, not anybody else. I am not Dr. Spock. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, children. I'm none of those things. I am a parent. Okay. So this is what I believe. I believe that you identify your gift. The way you can identify it is if it is effortless to you. And I mean effortless. It's like breathing. So using this family as an example, singing to them is effortless. It's just something that they do. It is a part of their DNA. It just is, right? I don't know why. I don't question God. I'm just curious on why he decided to give their whole family, the entire family, the singing gene. I don't know why. I won't ask him. I'll use my questions for something else. I'm just curious, right? But when you can do something effortlessly, then you know that that is your gift. And that thing And I also believe this, because again, remember I told you that I believe in God. So I know for a fact that everyone has at least one gift. You do. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. You have at least one. Some people have more than one, but you have at least one thing that you do effortlessly. One thing. And I always tell young people, I use, people they can relate to. So I talk about people like LeBron or the Williams sisters, maybe Katherine Johnson, people that they know. And I said, look, just like there's only one LeBron, there's only one you. LeBron can play basketball, but you can do something too. Maybe it is a sport. Maybe it is something creative. Maybe you write stories well. Maybe you play an instrument well. Maybe it's math. Maybe you could just effortlessly figure out an equation. Maybe it's science. It's something. And you know what I hate? I hate when people say to you, if you work hard, it'll pay off. If you work hard, you can be anything you want. That's not true. And I hate when people say that. What I will say is that if you work hard at your craft, then you can be the best in that craft. I'll give you an example. I'm only going to talk about me. I could work really, really hard at science. I'm never going to be a brain surgeon. Doesn't matter how hard I work. That's not my gift. It's just not. I'm not good in science. I'm good at some, but not enough to be a brain surgeon. I'm just not. So I don't subscribe, and I don't tell young people, if you work hard, you can be anything you want to be. Not true. If you work hard on your gift, because just like I told you, your gift is effortless. Where the work comes in is the discipline and the dedication. LeBron is a gifted athlete. He is. But the hard work is eating right, working out, studying plays, practicing. All of those things is what gets him to being the best at what he does, right? No different. Katherine Johnson. Everybody knows who Katherine Johnson is. You better know who she is. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm going to need you to know who she is. First of all, she's a genius. Second of all, there was a movie about her. I'm going to need you to get your lives. Taraji P. Henson played her. That's all the hints I'm going to give you. That's it. She was a math whiz, right? So our job as parents is to simply identify the gift and cultivate it, feed it. That's our job as parents. That's what I believe. Now, hopefully, we have done the same for us. Hopefully, some of us go through life and will leave this earth not doing what our purpose is. There is something to be said about finding your purpose. It's the other thing I tell young people. If you find your gift, find your purpose, find your gift, everything else will fall into place. It will. I know it sounds crazy because, some of us come from humble beginnings, right? And we're focusing on money because a lot of us don't have any. Well, I can only speak for me and my people, not others. But, I didn't grow up that way. I didn't grow up with that kind of financial privilege. I just didn't. Right? So hopefully, we're motivated by different things. And the older we get, those motivators change. And so maybe had I been younger and I had less risk, like a family, maybe I would have done something different. Maybe I would have tried something different. Excuse me. And this is what I tell people, all people, young people, old people, you never want to regret your life. You don't want to look back. I'll be, I'm middle-aged, so I'm gonna tell you. But I don't want to be older, 70, 80, however many years God gives me. I never want to look back on my life and go, oh, I wish I'd done that. My pastor says all the time, and I'm so blessed. He says all the time, some of the best ideas are in the ground because people die with them. They don't leap out on faith. They're afraid, right? And we've talked about this before, right? Fear and faith can't coexist. You're either afraid or you have faith. And you don't need a lot of faith. Mustard seed of faith is about that big. You don't need a whole lot. You just need a little bit. Just leap. If you leap a little bit, God will catch you. And that's what I think I am trying to instill in my children. Find your gift it is my job, because sometimes they don't see it because, they're too busy being children. But the husband and I see at least one gift from each child, which is why they're so different, right? You hear this all the time. You raise all the kids in the same house and they all come out different and you don't know why. Some of it is, birth order and where the parents are in life, how tired they are, how much energy they have. It's also about what the children gravitate towards. So you keep throwing stuff at them until it sticks, right? Just throw stuff. And if you find something that sticks, because a lot of it is exposure, right? Being exposed to certain things, you find something that sticks, keep feeding it. You don't know what you're going to get. Each one of my children is so crazy. They have such different interests. And it's really interesting to see what they gravitate towards. Now, that may change later in life. I'll give you an example. The daughter loves to cook. Everyone knows that. She's also really good in science, so I can see a direct correlation. She likes to see how things work, which is why I think she's a great cook, because she likes to see how recipes form. She likes to see what the end result is. So she likes to mix things up. So I can see why she likes science and why she likes to cook. That may change a decade from now, but it's my job to give her the tools to horn in on her discipline, right? To make sure that she's disciplined and dedicated so that whatever she decides, if she decides she wants to be a scientist or a gourmet chef, whatever she decides, she has the tools in place to be disciplined to her craft or her gift, whatever that is. And that, I think, is the one thing that we don't do well as parents, is that we turn our children into what we want them to be and not necessarily what they're destined to be, what God's plan is for them. I tell people all the time, God doesn't make mistakes. He is perfect, he is divine, and he makes you perfect in his image. He doesn't make mistakes. We make mistakes. He doesn't. So I'm telling you, if you are effortlessly a singer, like that family I told you about, if you're effortlessly, then hone your gift, hone your craft, practice, take lessons, sing all the time, if that's your gift. If it's not, it's something else. Horn in that direction. Go in that direction. Teach your children the same thing. I think we'll all be better for it. So that is my rant. You learned that I have lip synced a happy birthday. I'm so sorry. I have done that. Yes, I have. I've done that. And that humming is my gift. You hear that? You hear that? Look, watch me do it again. Look at that. See, it's a gift. I'm telling you, it's a gift. Now, opening my mouth, yeah, that's not what's going to come out. It's not. But I know what my gifts are. Maybe it's this. More to come. All right. So that is my time, people. Happy Monday to you. I got 53 seconds left, and I don't want you to hear the chime. So again, please pray for my family. I was told that I can say the names. So it is the Gladney family. So if you could just say a prayer for them as they deal with the health issue of their beloved father, that would mean the world to me. Happy Monday. Enjoy your week. Lenten season's coming. Get right with baby Jesus in the manger. And I will talk to you soon, all right? Be easy. Happy birthday. See, that's all I can do. I can't do no more, people. I can't do no more. I can't.